Hi, guys. So I'll be talking about Shawshank Redemption, and this is our number eight lesson. And so I'll be going through the movie to try to explain it. Of course, you have questions and an activity as well. So let's take a look here. All right. So start off with Andy's in the hole, right? The warden got angry at Andy and he puts him in the hole for a month. So the warden's talking about, he says, I'm sure by now you've heard, and he's talking about Tommy, right? Tommy, he lies and says that Tommy tried to escape, tried to run away from the prison. Of course, a lie. Again, warden is good at lying, right? And so that's why he was killed. Of course, we know the real reason. Tommy could have helped Andy get out of jail, right? Tommy talked to the guy who really killed Andy's wife and her lover. Of course, the warden wants to keep Andy as his private accountant, his private worker to clean his money for him.
We just have to put it behind us. Move on.
Warden says we have to put it behind us and move on, right? So just forget about it and continue our usual life.
Everything stops.
And he says, I'm done. Everything stops. I'm not helping you anymore.
Someone else there.
Get someone else to help you.
Nothing stops.
Warden says, nothing stops. You're going to keep helping me.
We're doing the hardest time there is.
Says, if you don't continue to help me, you will do the hardest time there is. So I'm going to punish you more. Won't protect you from the guards.
Cast you down with the satellites.
Going to put you with the terrible inmates.
In the library. Go.
It's going to take away the library.
See you all. Bring the library. We'll have us a little book barbecue in the yard.
Going to burn all the books.
We'll see the flames for miles. We'll dance around it like wild evening. Understand? Can't you enter it? Or am I being obtuse?
Right? Do you understand me, or am I being obtuse? Remember the previous lesson, the warden was very surprised to hear Andy call him obtuse, which means stupid. And now he's asking, oh, am I being stupid again? You better do what I say or your life's going to be terrible.
Another month.
So the warden gives Andy another month in the hole. So he's doing 2 months in a row. Wow, terrible. And he says, my wife used to say, I'm a hard man to know. So it's hard to know me. A closed book, right? She complained about that. She was beautiful. I loved her. Didn't know how to show his love for his wife. So he's saying he didn't pull the trigger of the gun, right? Actually shoot her, but he pushed her away, and that made her go to the golf pro. So Andy's blaming himself because he should have shown his wife he loved her more. Then she would have just felt love from him, and she would not have gone to find someone else. So Red says, you can feel bad, but you did not kill her. Not really. You did not pull the trigger, right? This is pull the trigger. So he's talking about Andy's saying he has very bad luck, and the bad luck kind of floats around, and then certain people get really bad luck, and he's one of those people. In the path of a tornado, right? Tornadoes going around and around. Let me show you guys something. If you want to find the words to a movie, okay, any famous movie, they'll have the words, right? Look at this, Shawshank Redemption script. See this, right? Shawshank Redemption script right here. Okay, so then here, look, you can find the script like that, right? And look at this. This is the whole script for the movie. So remember last week I had the exercise with this. I took part of this, and then I took out some words, right? So this is the script. Right? Okay, so here we go. This is from last time. So you can just go through this, and reading this is great, right? It helps you to really understand the movie. Of course, you can watch the movie. You guys find that and you have the words there. That's good. But this is another way to do it. Okay, so this is the end of the last part. Let's see here. Okay, we got Norton and Tommy, right? Okay, here's the, this is this part. So Norton is talking to Andy, and this is the part here. Right? I was just explaining this. So feel bad if you want. You didn't pull the trigger. No, I didn't. Someone else did, but I wound up here. Bad luck, I guess. Right? Here's this bad luck part. Right? So we just heard him say this part. Okay, so this is another good way to study the movie. You can find this script and actually find the script for any famous movie. They have it like this on Google, right? So there you go. So that's how I get the script is that way. I wasn't expecting the storm would last as long as it has, right? You talked about a tornado, a storm. He didn't think it would last so long. Do you think you'll ever get out of here? He asks Red.
One day when I got a long white beard.
I'll get out one day when I have a long beard, right? White hair. I'm really old. Andy's telling Red where he would go if he got out, right? Look, tell you where I'd go, Zihuatanejo. It's in Mexico. If you look at a map of Mexico, you'll see it right on the coast, yeah? Let's see, why don't we find it right now? So Mexico. Now, so remember, whenever you see a new place mentioned in the world, a city or a country, find it, right? See where that is. So we're doing that now, right? You notice I do that in class all the time. It's a great way to get to know the world, right? You want to try to learn about where places are. Well, here it's talking about right here. Look at this. So here's Mexico, right? Mexico City, that's the capital of Mexico. And then we've got right here, Zihuatanejo. Yeah, actually, a few years ago, I spent my summer in Mexico traveling around, and I flew into Mexico City, and I went all the way down here to Acapulco, up here to, I went to Zihuatanejo. Yeah, it's a very small town, and they have some surfing there, and you know, it's just a beautiful little place on the coast. And then I went around the coast, and I eventually went up here to Guadalajara, and then back, or excuse me, sorry, I went to here, Puerto Vallarta. I went all the way around here, and then to Guadalajara, and then back to Mexico. Anyway, Mexico's a beautiful country, really beautiful. A little bit dangerous though. They have some drug gangs there that can be quite dangerous. So if you go with a local, travel in Mexico with a local Mexican, as I did. Zihuatanejo. It's a place on the Pacific Ocean. So the Mexicans, when they talk about the Pacific Ocean, right? That's the ocean that's right there, right? So here, right? So here's the US, right? Is north of Mexico, right? And if you go here, this ocean, they don't say it on the map. Here we go. So Pacific Ocean, right? So he's saying the Mexican people, what language do the Mexican people speak? They speak Spanish, right? They were colonized by the Spanish, by people from Spain, the country Spain, right? So they colonized Mexico. Anyway, they say that the Pacific Ocean has no memory. That's where I want to live the rest of my life, in that little town. Nice warm place with no memory. Because he wants to forget about prison, right? That's why. So he wants to have a hotel. He wants to have a hotel, and he wants to find an old boat and fix up the boat to be nice, like make the boat look good again. So those two things in my questions, right? I think I asked those two things. So he wants to have a hotel, and then he also wants to find an old boat and make the old boat like new again. That's his dream. Okay. All right. So I'm going to end this video here, and then I'll have another video that continues after this. Okay. So you guys get a two-part video.